Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to film another plan with me because I enjoyed filming last week so much that I want to just continue doing this. My word of the year is consistent, so I'm trying to be consistent with my planning and with other things in my life. I have a blog post up about my word of the year and the goals that I have set for myself. I will leave a link to the blog post in the description if you want to go ahead and check that out. But today we're going to be planning out January 21st through January 27th, and I decided to use another kit from Planning Made Easy. If you haven't been able to tell, they are my favorite shop. I just love all the stickers that they have, and I just love using their kits. So this week I'm going to use the floral collection. It was a $2 Tuesday that they had. They are bringing them back. They have stopped them for a little bit, but they are bringing them back, and I'm so excited because I love $2 Tuesdays, especially from this shop, because they always bring some amazing products on $2 Tuesday. Anyways, so I'm using this kit, and I just love it. It's like this florally kit. Florally, is that a word? It's called Floral Collection. And as you can see, I've already used 1 week of it, and that's what I was talking about in my last video. I love the kits from Planning Made Easy where they have this sheet, because you can actually get 2 full weeks out of a kit like this, which is what I'm doing today. I'm using these headers for this week. I also, if you can see, I have 2 sets of this because I really liked it, and I actually still have a full set of the $2 Tuesday collection that I'm going to pull from because I don't know if I'll be able to use this kit for a 3rd time, but this is my 2nd time using it. So let me go ahead and get started and stop rambling, and we'll get started. So the first thing that I always do is I put my washi down on the bottom of my Erin Condren. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this washi here, this top one, and let's see how I want to do this. I'm always torn when it comes to flowers like this, how I want them to lay. Silly, I know, but it's the OCD in me. So it looks just like this, or it looks just like this. We're gonna go with it this way. And I just try my best to lay it down centered and to cover the lines. As you can probably see, oops, no you can't because I'm below the camera. There are these 2 dots right there, the lines, that I'm just going to go ahead and leave because you can't really tell. It's just, if I try to pick it up, it's going to ruin the page, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather just leave it like that. Moving on, I need to remember to show the things on camera that I'm doing. I had that trouble with my plan with me last week. A lot of what I was showing you was off. Okay, and that came out perfectly, so I'm really happy with that. So I go ahead and put my washi page aside. And then the next thing I go ahead and do that I talked about last week is I put my to-dos on before I put the headers, because that way I can have a little bit of the white space without butting up. If I put these on first like I used to do, I would line it right up and it would just, I think it would like clash too much. So I decided to do the to-do headers first. So I'm gonna reflip my planner so you can see that, and I go ahead in with the to-do headers that she gives. So I am using 2 kits because, like I said, I have used this kit before, but I did have an extra one, and it's just perfect for this week, so I wanted to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick, I've got 4 to-do boxes, which was another perfect reason for me to use it this week because I had Monday off, so I don't need to put a to-do on the day off. So again, I just took it as a sign to use this kit, if we can say that. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, I think we're going to start with the teal, so, or blue, however you want to call it. It's okay. And I did talk about this last week in my plan with me. I always use a tweezer for these little, I'm going to turn it sideways, for the little stickers, because it's just easier for me to line it up. So that was a complete fail. I told you I was starting on Tuesday, and I put my first sticker down on Monday. Thankfully, her stickers can be pulled up pretty quickly. If you get to them pretty quickly, you won't have too much damage. but I know I'm also going to cover this header, so even if it got a little ruined, that's okay. But that's okay. We'll just take them up and restart. So I go ahead and I put like the coordinating colors from the kit. Usually what I'll do is if there's like more than, there's usually, let me put it this way. Usually there are at least 3 or 4 colors to work with in the kit. I believe it's 3. Yeah, it's usually 3 colors. For this one, I'm just using the 2 colors because they're really pretty and that's what it came with. I could add in that, I'll show you. I could add in this like yellowish gold header and write my own to do, but honestly, I really love, like my 2 favorite colors are coral and teal, so it absolutely works out perfectly. So because I'm using 2 separate kits, I do have leftover of the solid color, and then I have the pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and in with the pattern headers. And again, I use my tweezers just to give it a little bit of precise placement. Okay, so now that all of my headers are done, I go back in with the numbers and I use my tweezers again because they are little stickers, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this sheet because I've already started with it. So the next thing I do is put the check boxes underneath the to-do headers, and I realized after I started recording that I only had 1 teal checkbox in the kit because I actually used the other teal one when I used this kit previously. So I had to go searching in my stash of Planning Made Easy stickers, and I knew I would find one. Sure enough, I found this one. How perfect. It's the same exact color, and it's from their 4-year anniversary sampler. So I knew if I just went searching a little bit, I would find something. So I am going to go ahead. Last week I did, or I have been doing, like every other color. So usually this header was 1 color. The checkbox would be this color, and like so on and so forth. But for this kit, I decided to try, because there was only 2 colors, to just do the same color as the header, which is why I went on the search for this other teal checkbox. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. So I have this blue one. You could see that I peeled it up when I realized it was the only one I had to go searching. So I just flip my planner and I line it up with my hand. Oopsie. Again, her stickers are not removable, but if you get to them pretty quickly, you'll be okay. Just not very good with lining these up. So sometimes I just flip my planner upside down completely and line it up and lay it down. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead with my coral one, or pink, whichever you want to call it. With the blue one that I found, I'm so happy about that. And then coral one. And while I'm here, I'm just gonna go ahead and do these two headers. And again, I just do the coordinating colors. So teal, coral, do teal and coral. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put down my weekend sticker. So I just try and cover up the headers. You know, I'll be honest, I never always covered up my headers, but the more that I started doing my weeks and got into a groove of what I liked, I saw that I liked having the consistency of the same color or the pattern throughout the week. So I like having, now these headers definitely are closer to this color, but I just like having it because she gives a lot of extra headers in her kits. So I just like having them filled in. And then I go in with the weekend sticker, which I talked about last week in my plan with me, that I love this sticker. Weekend stickers are my favorite, but placing them is not. So I just take it sideways and I just kind of line up the middle. It should not take that long for me, but it does. So I like that right there. It could be over a little bit more. I don't like that, but I'm leaving it because, again, if I pull it up, I usually rip the weekend sticker because that's just my luck. So the next thing I do, I'm gonna flip it over and we're gonna go ahead and do the sidebar now. I do a pretty full box up here, either with a quote or just a pretty full box in itself. And let's see, which one do I want to choose today? And I decided on this one. It's really pretty. So I just take the full box, and again, I don't use my tweezer, and I just kind of line it up with the top of the box that they give you. I don't push it down until I see that it's mostly straight, and it isn't. Ever have that happen? You think it's good, and then it isn't. That's okay. I'm just gonna shift it a little bit. And there we go. Okay, still not straight. Okay, there we go. That is straight. Let me know if you also have to reposition your sticker 5 times. Okay, anyways, moving on. So the next thing I do is I put down my habit trackers, and again, I have used this kit previously, so I only have one, but I do have a stash of them. So I was able to pull this from my stash, and look how perfect that color goes. So all is good. Helps to have a supply of frequently used ones on hand. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what I do. So I usually put in a to-do sticker because I usually have leftovers, but because I've used this kit now for the second time, and I've said that a lot, I'm just gonna go ahead and write it in there, which is no big deal. Then I can go ahead and put in my habit tracker. So that is something I usually do when I have a full kit that I'm working with, but I really wanted to use this kit this week, so I'm pulling from all different places. And I'm only gonna put 2 this week because I realized that I'm only tracking 2 different things. Then at the bottom, I go ahead and use my hydrate sticker from Oh Hello. I usually line it up right here at the bottom to line up with the washi. Am I showing it? I'm showing it today. I did not show it in my last plan with me. Just FYI. Okay, so then I'm gonna write to do when I go in with my pen. So then the next thing I do is put in a quarter box for the times that I'm at work, and I just add in this work sticker from Fabulously Planned, and then I put the arrow stickers underneath it to show the whole time slot. So last week, if some of you saw on my last plan with me, I had misplaced these arrow stickers, but I was able to find them, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull them for these couple of days that I'm at work. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in quarter boxes that I think will match nicely. So for here, we'll put this. And again, I use my tweezer. Okay, so next I go in, like I said, with the work stickers from Fabulously Planned. I can never seem to pull these stickers off. There we go. And I'm gonna use my tweezer just to get it centered and straight. Okay, so the next thing I do is do the coordinating arrows for the days, and because I'm pulling from the sheet that I have here, I'm just going to use these teal ones, and then there is one arrow left over from this kit that I can pull in from the pink. So, I mean, it won't be exact, but they're not going to be next to each other, so it's not like a big concern for me. So we'll just go ahead and continue with the same color. Because I think I like that. I think I like doing the same color for the whole day. So I just put in my arrows. So I'm just going to use this pink one, because again, it's not next to it, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's the same color scheme, which is what we're going for. And then this teal. And then this coral one for Friday. And I do like having the same colors throughout the day. So we'll see. Okay, so I've done that. So then after I do my work schedule and the arrows, I usually fill in the weekend. So if I don't have anything going on the weekends, I'll just fill it in with a header like this. But if I have other things that are going on, then I know I can cover up with like a half box or a quarter box, or even one of the pretty full boxes, the decorative full boxes I could put on the weekend as well. So I just hold off on the weekend depending on what my plans are going to be. I do, however, I mentioned this last week, and when I watched it back, I thought, no, you don't do that anymore. So I now put the hydrate sticker here on the left, and I've been doing that for a few weeks, and I like having that in the sidebar here. Before I did that, I would put a sticker for the following week, like to see like some upcoming things that would be happening. But, and again, I don't know how my planning style changed, because I used to put it in this little box and have a thing that said next week. Then I started putting it over here. But I do like having it on this Sunday, because then I can see what's coming up on Monday. And when I go to plan the following week, I can just kind of look back to see, you know, kind of remind myself what needs to be put there. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now, is on Sunday, I'm just going to use this goldish color that I really didn't pull into this kit or into my week, but that's because I didn't have the to-dos in this color, or the to-dos, because if I had the to-dos, I would have done the checkbox. Now that I have this, I'm going to take the header that says next week, and I'm just going to place it on the top. Even if it overlaps, it's fine as long as it covers the header. That's what I was trying to get at when I said I don't put down, I don't cover the headers yet until I know what's going on. Like this takes care of a header for me, because I'm actually using a header that says next week. In her subscription kit, she just started putting in a sticker that says next week on it, and it doesn't have Monday through Sunday. It just has like a checklist. So I've been using those in my planning, and I really like that. You will see that I'm very OCD when it comes to my stickers. I know some of us are just like me. And sometimes I won't use my tweezer, but majority of the time I do use it, because it just helps me to lay it straight. Okay. there we go. That's better. And it's gonna be, it's just like that because it's on that sticker. I need to realize that. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is put in any half boxes for things that I have going on. What do I have going on? I don't really have a whole lot going on this week, so it makes it a little hard to pre-plan it. I do put it in, you know, if I know something's coming up or after the fact sometimes. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cover up Monday at the top here because I didn't have anything really going on, so I just wanna cover that to give the, again, the consistency of the pattern and the colors with this kit. So I'm gonna put this here. There we go. And then I do want to mark, see, I like how that looks. Like, again, I say this particular, because I get the colorful Erin Condren, it does match the teal, but I just try to cover it up. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some full boxes for things that I know that I have going on. So for here, put it on the header to cover that up, like that. And then I'll put this for something that I know I have going on Wednesday night. Okay, and then here I want to mark Echo Wild tickets went on sale today. I'm so excited. So that is it for this week. I know it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot here, but I don't have a lot of plans right now for the week, but as things come up, I will put them in, and I will make sure to show you the my full spread and then my midweek spread on Instagram. So if you're not following me, go ahead and follow me. I will leave all the links to my Instagram and my blog down below in the description box, so go ahead and check it out. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to see more because I do plan on doing a lot more of these in the future. Thanks again and have a great night.